Hello, everybody. It is Christine. It is time to do a 30 days of sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. This is today's sketch by Jessica Michaels. She has mixed media behind. I know she does a lot of mixed media. I'll show you a second what I got going on. There's 3 little vertical pattern papers with a single photo, big old title. There's a little border here, tabby. Obviously from an embellishment standpoint, you get a little freedom there if you want to. Here's what I got going on. I have a picture of my dad and my bonus mom. It was Christmas time. You see the big old red bow. So I pulled out a Scrap Room Favors of the Month from December. It is a Cartabella kit. Or collection, I should say. I got a couple of sheets of stickers here. Technically, none of these are like really big titles, so I may get off into my letters or something to build one. There's a couple little brads here. I love this paper here, so I think I'm going to use this as the vertical pieces. This Santa is adorable. I'm going to hang on to that because it's too cute for words. Or maybe I'll do the Santa. Don't know. I have to think about that one. I really love this one though, so I may still do this one. But Santa's cute because my dad has, white hair, so we'll see. And then I have these sheets here. This is really beautiful. It's vintage Christmas. It's this color here. I'm going to probably use this as my background because it has kind of a distressed / mixed media kind of look and feel. And that way I don't necessarily have to pull out mixed media. I don't think I'll pull that out. I think I will just do the vertical papers on that and then embellish. This is so cute. I have to really decide, you guys. I think I'm going to go with these just because that's what struck me initially, and I have the big bow, and it kind of reminds me of the poinsettias. So, let me get to cutting here. I will need to get my corner rounder out. I almost forgot about that. I have a little chomper over there. I'll go get that because these are rounded. And I'll be back on a second. Okay, you guys. The first part of this layout is easy peasy lemon squeezy. I've got this flower paper. I'm going to cut it down to 7 inches, and then I'm going to cut 2.5 inch wide little pieces. I actually will kind of offset these a bit to the left, but I do that on purpose. It's not a whole lot. I do it because for some reason it just felt like it needed to be. I don't know if it was the sketch or something, but it just felt to the left to me. So I ended up doing that as opposed to real centered. Then I do grab so I did 7 by 2.5. I grabbed my little corner rounder. This is a really old Creative Memories corner rounder. I have a chomper. I call it chomper. And I'm looking around, you guys, and I don't know what I've done with it. Oh, I see it now. Oh, shoot. Well, it's okay. This works just fine. It's a classic, and it works just fine. So I've rounded my corners, and I'm going to use my T-square in just a second to glue these down. And again, this is simple. This is not any kind of big deal. Oh, wait. First, I'm going to mount my photo. Sorry about that. I got to mat it. I start with this dark green because it's the back side of the floral. But then I realized I need a little bit of break between the photo and the dark green because it's just a tad too dark as compared to the photo. So I'm going to put this little cream-colored piece of cardstock behind it. I'll trim this down, and then I will put it on the green. And then I'm also going to end up putting the photo up on foam just to kind of separate everything. And again, this is all kind of simple. This doesn't take me very long, and I kind of had this mental picture already of what I wanted to do here. It is when I start pulling out the stickers, I start fasting, y'all. I start to fast. Now, that being said, I didn't have to leave too much. I mean, I fast, but I wouldn't say that it was, real bad because the video, as you notice, is only like 8 minutes. I will tell you, every time I do this 30 days of sketches, most of the layouts go really fast, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because, I think I do. I tend to try to put my sketch and then like my pictures and my papers in a little bag to do my layouts, and I think it's because I've already done most of that decision making that the actual layout doesn't usually take me too long. Every now and again I'll come across a sketch that I'm not going to say it stumps me, but it takes me a little longer to kind of, put together. But most of these go pretty fast. Here's where I'm using my T-square. I'm actually using the numbers on the T-square to decide the spacing between the papers. You see where I've got the little numbers in the bottom and the top? I'm kind of using that to guide where the little paper is going to line up here. And I'll put that down. Like I said, I didn't even do any mixed media behind it. That is certainly something I will bet money people do. But I felt like with my little distressed paper here, I could move along pretty quickly and get it done without having to worry about that. I'm not going to lie, y'all. This is going to be a big month of layouts. I've got 30 of these. I do have the 52. I'm trying to do some doubles. You know, I'm trying to do some twofers, but not the Scrap Lift Crafternoons as an example. These have to be different. And there's a few others. So I'm going to have multiple layouts some days. So definitely keep up with that, and you know, hey, do the subscribe thing. I forget to ask you guys that until the very end, and I know that I watch people that I forget to actually subscribe to, but the YouTube algorithm's smart enough to know that I do watch them, so it'll continue to show on my little For You page, even though I actually never subscribed, which is sad. I like to give people their subbie counts. So anyway, yeah, if you like my stuff, if you don't mind subscribing, that would be lovely. Also, and I haven't said this in a few videos, but if you do say hello, I always comment back. I just think it's polite. So if you say hello and comment, I will say hello back. I decided to scallop border over here. I started off with that little droopy banner looking thing but sideways, and I decided no, I don't care for that. But they had these little tab, like banner pieces here in the stickers. So I thought, well, I'll use these. I did struggle just a little bit because I do have those patterns, and on top of the pattern, I was like, can you see it? I used the first bits here. I didn't even notice the other ones until, honestly, that's so crazy too. They're right there. They're like right in front of me, and I don't notice them for a moment. And you'll see me in a second. I'll realize they're there. Here's the title I decided upon. It's not quite as big in my mind as what the sketch showed, so I'm going to beef that up in just a minute with some other stuff. I really like this Santa. I think it's because since my dad's in his little wheelchair thing and Santa's sitting in a chair, it just reminded me of the picture. I will actually end up using him. Spoiler alert. I just have to do something else in a minute. That's where I realized, oh, shoot, look at these other little banners. So I'm kind of going to overlap these. So that's kind of what I'm doing on the left-hand side over there. I will end up moving them around just a tad. They were not perfectly aligned, so I'll fix that. Here's where I'm looking for the tabby part at the top. I need like a tab. There's not any on the stickers, but there was this little word joy, so I'm going to end up using that. I'm going to put foam underneath that in a minute too, just to make it the same height as the picture, but I'll do that off camera because it's not really that big a deal. Here's where I'm looking. I go, oh, I could use these little banner pieces here to kind of beef up my title. I'm going to fast with this just a second because I put the yellow one down and I think, well, I don't know, is that tall enough? You know, and then I thought, well, I'll put this other darker one. And then that felt out of order. It was like too dark or something to me. So I go, no, I got to flip these around. And then I wanted to put one on top of the other. So I'm kind of fast with these. This is the most fast. There's no real good reason for it, but I did. And then, I'm going to take Santa. This is where I'll get Santa in just a second because I go, you know, I just have to use him. He's just, I don't know. He just has to go on this layout. And I think, again, because it reminds me of my dad sitting there. And then I realized, okay, in the sketch, and she's got the mixed media, but you see little splatters kind of in these couple little spots here. Well, there's these little circle pieces. And I thought I could make these look kind of like the little splatters on the sketch. So I'm going to put a couple of the circles in each place. And then I'll take and put like a little holly thing up there. And then there's one other little piece I'm going to put down at the bottom. I almost used the little brads, but you guys, I still have quite a bit of paper from this collection here. So I've set it aside. I will probably use it on a different layout. It's not going to go on this one. So I look at these stickers for quite a little while and then I go, nope, I'm done, you guys. I stopped fasting. So this is a nice, simple layout. It really didn't take me too long except for my sticker fasting. So thank you guys so much for watching. By the way, in the description, I should have a playlist, I think it is. It should be a playlist in there, so make sure you check that out. There's going to be tons. By the end of this month, there's going to be hundreds of videos. So if you want to binge watch, that is a fun thing to do. We'll see you next time. Bye.